Hi, I'm trying not to get too much attention here, but I am asking for yours. I'm at the airport, and there's something about attention that I've been thinking about that me and my partner were talking about recently. Um, I was telling them about the attention mechanism, basically an invention, I would say, from researchers, 8 researchers, I think, who worked on a study which was eventually titled Attention is All You Need, published in 2017. And basically, it describes the attention mechanism, which is at the basis of a lot, well, basically, of every transformer architecture, which lies at the basis of every major LLM today. And what attention does is basically it is a mathematical operation that uses key, query, and value pairs and like softmax algorithms to decide what is most important to pay attention to um, when you're in a certain context. Like for example, you're at place X of a certain embedding that you're predicting, then you have to pay attention to place X minus one or X minus two or like an interval of X's. So basically, every AI that we use today and that is influential today is built on that mechanism because the attention mechanism is what made Transformers so big. And we realized while talking about this, 2017 was an interesting year in general because one other thing, well, many other things, but one other thing was launched that year, the launch of TikTok. So I'm thinking it's a very interesting story if you see how the attention mechanism, like the mathematical operation of attention, has found itself a way into our cognitive spaces. Like right now, attention is not only being used for artificial intelligences to predict tokens, but it's also being harvested from human beings by using certain algorithms and playing into what captures our attention and playing into, well, trying to atrophy the attention span of humans. And also, our attention used to be something that fed us. In what I mean is, our attention is what gave us the ability to, well, obviously to pay attention to information and to be fed by certain experiences, by texts, by media. Um, your attention is what allowed you to experience things. If you do not have an attention span, you cannot experience things as deeply as you would with a larger attention span. So I think it's very clear to me and to other people in this field of thinking um, that stuff like memes they've become so short and so meaningless. Like everything is so devoid of meaning, and it all just ties back to how attention is now being used against us. And in a hyperpositional sense, it's also interesting that 8 researchers named this mechanism attention, and now with that, they basically named what technology would optimize for harvesting. It would be attention. So, like, they told us that we would eventually consume, and consuming would be our main activity. And you see this in many other fields as well. I don't know too much about the stock market, but it's all about attention from the right people. It doesn't really matter if it's positive or negative attention. Attention in general is valuable. Information is valuable, and paying attention to certain information is valuable. Um, there are some other thoughts that I have about this, specifically in relation to sexuality and using your sexuality in order to get attention. But I'll touch on that another moment in time. I will be in San Francisco in about 12 hours, I think. I am currently in Frankfurt. I can't wait to get out of Germany.